Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Scott, and we're here for another episode of Yassss for the Mess. And we're here to talk about Tasha K and Jaguar Wright once again. So let's get into the mess. As you guys already know, we've done quite a bit of talking about Tasha K for the last couple of days. The first video that I did last week was about Tasha K and Storm Monroe allegedly falling out. We really don't have any details or any news or any statements from neither one about that situation. There's some people that says that Tasha K has not fallen out with Storm Monroe, and that Storm Monroe is just on vacation, and that's why we haven't seen him. So that's one thing. The second thing was about her interview with Jaguar Wright and how it got many mixed reviews. But this video right here is about the video that she did last night, where she called out Jaguar Wright for all of her quote-unquote alleged lies. So let's get into the mess. Now, as I always say, I know a lot of people can't stand Tasha K. I know a lot of people don't fuck with Tasha K. And I know a lot of people don't believe shit Tasha K be saying. I'm well aware of this. I know about all of this. You know what I mean? But at the same time, for a person like me, I tend to go for the people that people don't really like to give a chance to. Like, I like Tasha K. I like Armand Wiggins. I like The Wiley Show. I find them to be incredibly entertaining. So, it's like sometimes I get like straight up bamboozled by other people because other people don't like them. But I just see past the things that people may not like about them, if that makes sense. So, in so many words, she was talking about everything that she discussed with Jaguar Wright, as far as Alicia Keys, as far as her rapes, as far as everything else, and she feels like, Tevin Campbell, everything, and she feels like Jaguar Wright is a conspiracy theorist. Okay, she doesn't believe that she knows a lot of the things that she says she knows. And to be quite honest, that's one thing that I do agree with Tasha K on. Now, regardless of what we may think, now we may think that Tasha K puts out fake stories, and we may think that she does a lot for viewership and everything like that. People may think that about her. They may, some of that shit might be true, some of it may not be. But I do feel her when she says that she thinks that she can possibly be a conspiracy theorist, because sometimes I feel like a lot of stuff that Jaguar Wright be saying is a conspiracy theory. That's why I'm not too sold on everything that she says. And a lot of people are sold on everything she says just because of the way she speaks. Now, a lot of us could say, well, the way she's telling that shit, you can tell that she's not lying. But sometimes good liars can talk in a good way for you to believe everything that they say. Trust me. And I'm not necessarily saying that I don't believe anything that Jaguar Wright says, because some things does kind of sound like it's the truth. And she was in the industry, and she was around a lot of industry people, so she may know this stuff to be fact. But at the same point in time, it's kind of like, girl, how do you know this shit? Like, how do you really know this shit? Like, how do you know this shit for facts? You know what I mean? It does come across a bit questionable sometimes. I don't know, and I do think that everybody seems to believe everything that Jaguar Wright says. They think that everything she says is the fucking Bible at this point. Like, nobody even cared about Jaguar Wright until now, when she came out and spoke about Malik B. And I really thought that her situation was about Malik B. But it's become about Alicia Keys to Mary J. Blige to everybody else. And one thing that Tasha K said in that video that really stuck out to me was, how do you know everybody's business, but you don't want to talk about your own business? That was a great question. Why is it that you want to talk about everybody else's life? Why is it that you want to talk about everybody else being a closeted lesbian and everything else, but you don't want to talk about your own personal issues? You don't want to talk about your own stuff that happened to you. Why is that? Why don't you want to talk about that? You know what I mean? Like, you quick to put out everybody else's tea, but you don't want your tea to be talked about. I don't think that's right. I don't think that shit is cool at the end of the day. And I see it for what it is. So I don't know. I don't know if everything that Tasha K said in the video is actual fact, as far as a lot of this stuff being lies. I don't know. But I do agree, one thing for certain, I do agree when she does say that she's a conspiracy theorist, because I do believe that about Jaguar Wright. No lie, I do believe it. Now, when it comes to her interview with Jaguar Wright, do I change my mind on that? No! No, I don't change my mind on that shit, because I totally feel the same way. I do think that she was condescending. I think she was kind of off-putting to a lot of people, and I know that a couple of people have unsubscribed from her, and that's not going to make me unsubscribe from her. She has to really offend me to make me do that, but I do understand why people felt a way about her interview. It was a bit much at times. I can't lie, it was, and I'd be a liar if I said that it wasn't, because it was. No lie, straight no chaser, it was a bit much. And that's just what it is. However, with that being said, what do you think about Tasha K? Do you think that what she said in her video in regards to the things that Jaguar Wright said about Alicia, about Tevin, about Diddy, about a lot of the other people that she mentioned were all lies? Do you think they were all conspiracy theories? Or do you think that Jaguar Wright is telling the 100% truth? Or are you like me? There's a 50% part of me that feels like she's telling the truth, and there's a 50% part of me that is not necessarily sold on what she's saying. Let's talk about it below. Before we go, as you guys know, yesterday was my 10-year anniversary of being on YouTube. I am very completely humbled and appreciative of everybody that's been watching me for so many years, all of the YouTubers, the YouTube creators that have supported me over the years. I really do appreciate that. And I just appreciate everybody that was in my live last night. I appreciate it all. And another thing, me and Jamar, as I've told you guys before, we have a podcast fundraiser that's coming, that's out right now. Jamar set up a GoFundMe for it. We're trying to raise $1,200 for our podcast. So if you can donate anything to our GoFundMe, go ahead and do so. It'll be right at the bottom of this video. The link will be at the bottom. Be sure to do so. Be sure to follow me on my social media. That's also at the bottom. It's my Instagram and my Twitter is also at the bottom. And that's it. You guys make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Do whatever you see fit, and be on the lookout for other videos, as well as my interview tonight on the prelude as we return to interview Ike from G Status ATL Hustle. With that being said, you guys, I'm out here until my next review. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, bro.